Begin broadcast. An emergency. This is an emergency. Test. This is an emergency of the Humble Among... Wait. This is an emergency broadcast of the Humble Among broadcast system. Well, it's just an early show because so much shit has gone on and I'm so excited to talk about it. Welcome to Humble Among broadcast system number 110. We're going to talk about some tings. I was really, surprised I was able to get a whole show's worth of shit together in, 4 days?
Mm-hmm.
What up, y'all?
Basically.
Shouts out to Salamander. In this bitch early. Shouts out to Sage Lee. Shouts out to the Dungeon Mensch. I'm going to share the link out tonight and be good. I'm going to do the right thing and share it out a little bit.
Shout out to this cheese Danish that I'm eating
right now. Let's do the reveal. This bitch is eating a Danish. What's up, y'all? How's it going? This bitch is eating a Danish. Pardon her for her Danish eating ways.
I got the munchies.
Don't judge her. We haven't even eaten, a proper dinner yet. I think we're both going to be ravenous by the time we get the fuck off here. Okay, let me post this in a couple of different places because I didn't do the last time. And we had a fucking healthy-ass stream last time, even with not posting that shit. We are live now.
Free the homie cheese Danish.
Shouts out to Cheese Danish. We are live now. That's probably going to be like Cheese House and some Danish rapper
Offended Danish.
Coming doing a collab project.
Why does Walmart have the best grocery store cheese Danish?
Yeah, the Apple joint is fucking so good.
They put so much cheese on that shit, and I love cheese Danishes. I love cheesecake. I love cheese Danishes. Honestly, this motherfucker knows I love cream cheese. I will dip anything in cream cheese and just eat it.
Yeah, she'll eat cream cheese, as a snack. We are
it's true. Now. I love cream cheese. Shout out Costco. Uncle Buckle!
What up? Hey, what's up, dog? Shouts out to Arbuckle, man. That's the fucking homie right there. That's a good-ass dude. I love that dude. I love you, dude. Thank you for tuning in, man.
This shit is delicious. Cream cheese straight out the tub.
All right. We put it on Instagram.
Don't
if you
even
guys...
So Davy Scorsese, Philadelphia makes a tub of cheesecake filling, and I have straight up just got in the tub and just eaten it. Love you too, Uncle Buckle. Let me tell y'all something. It was hot as shit in that motherfucking podcast tent, and Unc Buck made a goddamn smoothie for me, and
that whooping taffy got for us.
He sent Wakanda on a mission to give me that fucking smoothie.
Yeah, thank you. That shit was clutch, and he fed us one of the days there as well. Thank you for that shit as well. That shit also came in clutch. All right, I think we'll do Facebook. Okay. We are live now. Lincoln, like Abraham.
Shut up, I hate
Calm mints.
So silly.
Calm down, you silly mints. This is the way I get behind or get around some of these fucking algorithm fucking bullshits. They fucking shadow ban my ass so fucking much.
Uncle Buckle, you should come to Lost Lands and cook for Lost Lands.
Yo, facts. I'm trying to finish funding this weekend. May actually make Hallowicked. Yo, I wish we could fucking say the same.
We have so much going on, Thanksgiving.
Her training and...
Yeah, I started a new job that requires 5 weeks of training that I'm doing. And then we're going to my mom's for Thanksgiving. Okay. And then he has a show in December. And then Juggalo Ohio in January. It's just, not feasible.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. We are going to watch the pay-per-view, though, that's for sure. I'll talk a little bit about the pay-per-view. I did a video. If you want to go see a short-form video of how to order that shit, My Michigan TV, JuggaloTV.com will bring you to all the right places. We're definitely going to watch that shit. My birthday is Saturday. So we were talking about maybe doing a stream on Saturday for the NWA Samhain show that Violent J is going to be wrestling Vampiro at, apparently. Apparently it's a straight up, almost seems like a straight up Vampiro versus Violent J angle that they're working towards. There actually is going to be a fucking Vamp versus J match. It's definitely seeming like a three-way, or no, a 3 versus 3, a trios match, if you will, for Samhain, for this Riddle Box match. But yeah, for Halloween, I think we're probably just gonna chill here. Maybe have a couple of, yeah, you gotta work the next morning. You have to work the day of too, right?
Wait, hold on, what day is Halloween?
Tuesday.
Halloween is on a Tuesday. Well, I'm off Wednesday.
So we can at least stay up and not feel too bad.
But
we didn't get fucking candy. We got to make sure we get some candy if there's trick-or-treaters. I didn't even fucking think of that. Holy shit.
Help me bully Ouija and Kev into booking Arbuckle's Electric Lunch Lady for Juggalo Ohio 2. Say less. Oh my god, say less. Say less.
Y'all need to do that. I mean, if I have no pull on that kind of shit. But I would say just pull up to the shit anyway, Arbuckle, because they were just handing out hot dogs in the parking lot. And fuck.
It's gonna be in January, so it's gonna be even colder than last year, and I'm like,
you know, people are gonna be fucking parking lot partying even harder this year because of those 3 hotels, which I'm gonna bring up a little bit later. We booked our hotel for Juggalo Ohio 2. There's 3 hotels behind that venue, basically within walking distance. I must assume it's less than 5 minutes walking distance from those 3 hotels to the venue. That shit's gonna come in clutch. Holy shit. Thank you, Razel, for the $17 super chat.
Holy shit.
Let me heart that, by the way. And then we got a $5 one right behind it from LHRPG. I'll heart that one and let me read them both. Happy escape from the stasis chamber day, Mr. Among. Thank you. It'll be Saturday, my actual birthday, but I'm gonna be trick-or-treating with my kids on Saturday, so happy early birthday, homie. Whoop, whoop. That's what's up. Thank you guys for those super chats. That shit helps out quite a bit. Fuck, what were we going on about though? Right before that. Hotel. So, yeah, that whole block basically is gonna be fucking lit. That whole fucking block, because it's basically on the same block, it seems, from the map that I was looking at. So that shit's gonna be fucking lit. That shit's gonna be lit. Razel, I got your t-shirt, homie. Let me know, send me your address real quick again on fucking I almost said MSN Messenger. Can you send that shit over on Facebook Messenger? I almost said MSN Messenger. I stopped myself.
Crazy.
I want to start off tonight with a quick rest in peace before we get too deep. Really somber. Rest in peace to Joe Rogan. Died trying to suck his own dick. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. You'll be missed. But yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be my new bit. I'm gonna say motherfuckers died trying to suck their own dick every episode. But now I explained the bit, so I don't know if the shit is gonna work. Let's see. Let me get really into the serious thing. She's looking at me so weird just now, wasn't she? On an actual serious note, there was a mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine. And someone actually, C Money Burns, who is a producer and engineer, he actually mixed and mastered a couple of tracks for me. I believe on I think it was the last Christmas tape we did. Anyway, he's on the same fucking road that dude lived on.
Yikes.
Up in Maine. And they got the whole shit blocked off. It's been crazy for him all day. They got like everyone in lockdown up there. Like, it's pretty hardcore. I think he's still on the run. I think they're still looking for this dude. He killed 22 people and dozens injured in Lewiston, Maine. I'm not going to, even if I saw his name, I'm not going to fucking say his name. You guys can look up what he looks like and shit, but it's highly unusual that one of these motherfuckers gets away.
Can I have my blanket?
This shit is, this one?
Mm-hmm.
It's highly unusual that one of these fuckers gets away. So that shit was crazy to me. Shouts out to Nick Bazaar. Shouts out to Demon Lord Tyrantar.
Same.
Shouts out to let's see, who else is in here that I haven't shouted? Shout out Davey. Shouts out Razel. Already shouted you out. Free parking too, Davey said. Look at that shit.
Yeah, I saw Molly Hatchet at King of Clubs.
Yeah, that was the place you saw Molly Hatchet at.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll just get this out of the way. I saw this on Reddit right before I went on here.
So weird.
And I have an explanation for this, weirdly. I think I know why Topanga might be a juggalo.
Why?
Oh, hold on. I'll explain after.
a juggalo, and
Hold up.
I love it. I just dress like a juggalo, and I love it.
What's a juggalo?
A juggalo, you know, one of those people who likes the Insane Clown Posse. No? Okay, I'll just say.
I thought you mispronounced gigolo. I'll be honest with you. I was like, what's a juggalo?
It's kind of like a movement, right? It's like a whole
Yes.
like political movement, or is it just people that like their music? I don't know. It's a whole thing. I don't really
Whoop,
get into the
whoop.
weeds of.
What the fuck?
God, you know so much about so much, Danielle.
You do.
Anything. Like
Dude,
we're at
man.
the iHeart concert. You're like, oh, so and so,
Yeah.
and like reality TV show stars, obviously
And I don't watch
musicians.
reality TV.
But you
But
know
you still
everybody.
knew it all.
You know
You still
everything.
knew it all.
From
Yep.
Nice Irish
Yep.
Lad.
I'm like, I don't know who anybody is.
Nice Irish lad with the $5 super chat. Whoop whoop. Finally catching a stream. Been busy recently. I gotta try and find that new Faygo flavor. That's funny you say that. We're literally about to talk about that next. Not sure what it's called anyways. It's called the Orange Creamsicle. We're gonna show that here in 1 second. Let me like that. Thank you, nice Irish lad, for the super chat. Much appreciated. That shit helps out. Let me finish this and
Who Sabrina
talk
Carpenter
about
is
that.
because she
Right.
played my daughter. Like that's
Right.
literally the only reason I know who she is.
Exactly. I feel the same way.
Oh, well, welcome to Pod Meets Old People. I'm Danielle Fischel.
Nice.
I'm brighter strong.
And I'm a juggalo.
Anyway, so
And I'm a juggalo.
the reason I think that is a thing is because Topanga, so that was Topanga from Boy Meets World, and Ryder Strong, who was also in Boy Meets World. I don't know who the other
I have no
fucker
idea
was
who
on
the
that
other
video.
person was.
But Topanga is married to a man named Jensen Karp. Now, some of y'all out there might know Jensen from his podcast. I was a huge fan of this podcast called Get Up On This. Some others of you out there might know him from his rap alias, Hot Carl. He was a freestyle rapper and actually signed to Interscope, I think, at one point, as sort of a, I think they were just hot for white rappers in the wake of Eminem. So Hot Carl had a actual record contract and was, he was the manager, briefly, for a rapper that some of you probably know as well, called Nova Rockefeller. Now, Nova is most famously, what's his fucking name? The fucking, the alt-right rapper dude. Thomas McDonald. Thomas McDonald's.
Thomas McDonald's.
Thomas McDonald's. So, yeah, Nova played The Gathering before and was also opening for Violent J.
Okay.
I think was opening for a Violent J solo tour, if I'm not wrong about that. But Nova definitely played The Gathering once, because I remember Jensen coming back and talking about it on his podcast way back in the day. Nova is a fucking talented rapper, by the way. Don't let her association with a shithead like Tom McDonald distract you from how talented she is or was. I think she dropped a verse recently on one of Tom's shitty-ass tracks. But Nova's been wasting her time with that Tom McDonald dude. Anyway, so that's probably why she knows about Juggaloism, or the Juggalodium, if you will, is from the association with her husband Jensen. I find it fucking fascinating that they fucking that she's like repping it a little bit
said
though.
whoop, whoop.
Yeah, she kind of like knows a little bit more than just. I mean, she said whoop whoop a little bit funny, but anyway. Shouts out Lithium Queen. Shouts out Michelle. Shouts out Rex. Shouts out Nick Bazaar. I'm gonna shout out Nick Bazaar like several times. Nick Bazaar recommended me a really good podcast we're gonna talk about here in a second too. All right, let me get into the pics of things. There's the P.O. Box. I don't got nothing from the P.O. Box this time. Here's the next show I'll be doing in December in Fostoria, Ohio. I'll be opening for this Ant Almost Grown release party with Andrew Ponix. Shouts out to Ghost House Entertainment, Andrew Ponix, for having me out for that shit. If you're going to the Ouija Max show on Saturday, there is going to be, in Indianapolis, there's going to be a food drive done by local clown crew, a.k.a. Batman, the guy who does the Faygo hot dogs. If you're going to the Three-Headed Monsters Ball in Detroit on Monday, also there'll be a canned food drive. Or if you're going to Hallowicked on Tuesday next week, also canned food drive. If you would like to help out, this guy does some really good shit. We saw it in person, him doing good shit.
Yeah, Davey, come the fuck out.
Zardock Rockefeller, shouts out Frankie Goldie.
Sardock Rockefeller.
We're going to talk about Gloom Unit being on a tear a little bit later. So here's the new Faygo flavor that we were just discussing. You showed me this, Emily. You showed me this shit, and I was like, that shit fake. I saw this shit and immediately marked it out as fake, mostly because the label doesn't look right. To me, that label doesn't look like a Faygo label. I don't know if it's some new sort of branding they're going for. I don't know. But it's real. This is actually posted by Faygo earlier this week. This shit is real.
Yeah.
We almost talked about this shit, but I'm like, nah, that's fake.
Fake,
We ain't gonna talk about that. So yeah, I don't know when that's dropping. Or dropping if it's already out, if you will.
It's this fucking album.
Maybe shit's already out. I don't know. Have y'all tried the new Faygo flavor? Anyone in the chat? Let me know. I'm curious what people think. Emma definitely wants to try this shit, though, right?
You know how much I love orange cream.
You tried to make an orange cream float from Burger King recently.
Yeah.
And
it's like, okay, so...
the goddamn ice cream machine was broken.
I was like, because I seen it on TikTok, and somebody got a soda with no ice and, like, left some room and then put a vanilla ice cream cone in it, an orange soda, and I was like, oh, my God, I want to do that. So we go to Burger King. I'm like, let me get a medium orange soda in a large cup with no ice and an ice cream cone. And they didn't have ice cream cones.
Frankie says cream soda and orange mixed. You're welcome.
Ooh, shit.
That might be something you try, huh? That seems up your alley.
I would do that in a fucking heartbeat.
Chocolate cream pie looked fake as... Is that a real Faygo flavor?
Yeah, I've heard about that before.
Whoa.
I want to try it really bad.
I've never seen or heard of that one either. That's crazy.
I've only heard it.
Damn, son. Okay.
I've only heard of it.
Let's see. So this right here, I shared this out earlier as some promo shit. I saw this on Reddit as well. This is you guys know Halloween, right? By the way, let me make a correction real quick. Last time I was saying Halloween while talking about Friday the 13th, the whole fucking for like 5 minutes, and none of y'all corrected me. I don't think it took one person in the comments.
Nobody corrected you, and the thing
I was so fucking.
I was confused because I was like, I don't think we watched Halloween, but we ate that edible.
Yeah, that edible got us screwed up.
So
y'all.
I was like, oh, like maybe I'm just high on this edible, and he is right. So I didn't say
I think I'm gonna blame it on the fucking edible for sure, because I don't know what I had put it in my note as Halloween for some fucking reason, so I kept looking at the note. Stoned as hell and saying Halloween, but I'm saying Jason the whole fucking time. Anyway, so this mask is from Halloween, not Friday the 13th. This is Michael Myers' original mask.
Weird.
This was before they, I guess they didn't like it.
I don't like it.
He's a clown though when he's a kid, so I think the idea is to sort of have a homeless, a different kind of clown.
Well, yeah, he looks like a hobo clown.
He's a hobo clown for sure. But then they switched to the Star Trek mask. The what's that fucker's name? Oh my God, Captain Kirk mask. They switched to that Captain Kirk mask. William Shatner, goddammit. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting to see that.
Coffee crisp.
So I don't know if this is real. I saw this shit on Reddit as well today. I think I saw this today. It was either today or yesterday. Terrifier 3 is going to be a Christmas movie.
That's lit as fuck.
So someone who works in a movie theater has a friend who leaked this on Reddit. The friend that works in the movie theater sent this to a homie who put this on Reddit. This is on like a horror Reddit or something. I don't know if this is real, but that looks real. It being wrapped in plastic like that. It definitely looks like a stack of sheets that would be hung up in the movie theater.
Lit.
That's a fucking dope concept that they're doing a Christmas themed Terrifier. Figured y'all might want to see that. By the way, I don't know if that's real. I do have to preface, I don't know 100% if that's real, but that looks like a real leak to me. Anyway, by the way, small detail, look at the cut off Santa's face.
Oh,
he's got around his neck.
Yeah.
Like almost like the fake beard.
I didn't even notice
that. It's a really small detail I just noticed right now. D-Town Custom Jewelry is giving away a free gold grill. If you follow the steps listed below, you can do that over on Instagram. So go to dtown_custom_jewelry over on Instagram, and you can follow the steps, like following those Instagrams and reposting in your story, and tag 2 friends, and then use the hashtag welcome back D-Town in your post, and then you can win that shit. What?
They can read it.
Oh, I'm reading it for him, though. I'm reading it for him.
I want to go get a free grill, but I don't want a gold one.
I don't know if I could do the grill thing. I think that shit would just get in the way.
I want
I'm so like, I don't know. Jewelry always feels like extra shit that I don't need whenever I've worn jewelry. Like a watch always used to bug me back in the day when I was like a little kid trying to fucking rock a Batman watch or some shit. It just would always fucking annoy me. It's pretty much been that way my whole life. Can't relate. You like accessories, though. You got the choker on all the time. You got your vape around your neck at all damn times.
I do. I got mad piercings, mad earrings.
While we're talking food shit, do you wanna put over motherfucking
Spicy jam?
yeah, spicy jam from McDonald's?
Yeah, so sweet and spicy jam from McDonald's. It's a limited time only sauce, and it's fucking crack.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I'm like a huge fan of this shit.
It's so good.
She got it the other day and I tried it and I'm like fucking, I don't even like the McNugget shits. I don't even like those. But I fucking have been liking McNuggets with that sweet and spicy jam. Also, Mambo.
The Mambo sauce.
Mambo shit was fucking lit,
The Mambo sauce
too.
was fucking good too. Yeah.
Little more spicy than the sweet and spicy jam, but fucking really good.
Yeah, that
Highly
shit's
recommend
good.
both of those. Sweet and spicy jam from McDonald's. Go check it out. It's a new limited fucking dipping sauce, y'all.
What is this? Canadian stuff?
Yeah, you want to try some of the Canadian
Yeah.
chocolate? That's a coffee crisp she's trying.
Canadian candy. It's a coffee crisp.
Let me see if I went too deep into my notes. I feel like I did. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna do this time because I have so much shit I want to talk about. But I posted on I've been a lot of Reddit talk this time. I posted on new metal Reddit page because I saw a post asking about the opinions that new metal Reddit had of Tech 9. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing an ICP one. And that shit has fucking got a lot of fucking reactions. It was upvoted over 100 times, which is way better than I do with anything I post over on Juggalo Reddit. Shouts out to all the downvoters on Juggalo Reddit. That shit's lit. But yeah, a lot of people with a lot of different opinions. I think I might do a stream where I just go through those and do that as its own thing, because there's like a couple hundred fucking comments in that shit now at this point. And I don't even know where to begin. But there's some really funny stories and reactions and like some shit I definitely want to highlight. Go check that out on New Metal Reddit, though, if you want to peruse that and get a little preview. I definitely want to like highlight that, though, because it's super funny. What up, one of the dope... Hey, thank you, Sick Thought. Thank you. What up, Juggalo Day in Peoria, Illinois? That's an hour from my house. Catch me there. Whoop, whoop. You guys going? I don't know. We'll see. Peoria is quite a ways away.
18-hour drive. I just looked it up.
We got to go. We're going to Juggalo, Ohio just a month before that. We'll see. I would say that's a big maybe at this point. Yo, fucking Juggalo Reddit don't like me either, Nick Bazaar. I don't know. Juggalo Reddit's probably the most... I used to say that Juggalo Facebook was the most toxic thing on the internet. I think Juggalo Reddit's way more toxic. No, wait, Juggalo YouTube's still the most toxic. Yeah, Juggalo YouTube's still the most toxic thing on the internet. Juggalo Reddit and Juggalo YouTube probably neck and neck, though. Probably just about neck and neck.
The only thing I ever look on Reddit is housewife stuff.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot of juicy housewife shit.
We'll be doing some housewife research.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of doing some research, I listened to Scotty D from Fago Lovers on a podcast called Twisted With Us, which I think we talked about last time, how the irony of Scotty D going on a podcast called Twisted With Us, addressing why he thinks Jay is mad at him. Probably stuff like going on a podcast called Twisted With Us, which I actually think they make that joke in the show. Like, they're at least self-aware enough to know how that looks. So here's the thing. Like, last time we talked about it because there was some stuff I saw floating around in the Juggalodium about this appearance. One, that he addressed Violent J's fuck Fago Lovers shit that was on Bootleg Kev. Two, being that he says that he works for the Gathering for free. Now, I want to dispel that second thing right off the bat because he doesn't say that shit at all. He says quite the opposite. He jokes that he would work for free. He says he would, meaning he doesn't. And he says he's not getting rich off of working for the Gathering, is what he says. So that means he's getting paid, but not getting paid much.
Right.
Juggalo MySpace was very nice to me. I never experienced Juggalo MySpace. I was out of the Juggalodium at that time, if you will. What was Juggalo MySpace like for all of you? You were very into Scenester MySpace.
Yeah.
I was into alternative nerdcore hip hop
was-
fucking MySpace.
I was a hardcore Jersey mall rat scene kid, MySpace whore. During the years of like 2007 to like 2010.
Your clearance aisle horror era, if you will.
Oh yeah. Jeffree Star era, for sure.
What's up, Mystic? What's up, Trailer Park? What's up, Steve Sharp? Lithium Queen. What's up, everybody? Nice Irish lad. We already shouted you out. We're shouting you out again. Matt, thank you everybody for tuning in. I had the dopest Juggalo page on MySpace. My speculation is that Scotty D turned down Jay's advances during a ketamine high.
Lithium Queen says, I have a burning question. Why not Jug Ohio instead of Juggalo Ohio? Real question. Jug Ohio? I don't know.
I think it's the O at the end of Juggalo is just so tempting to tag the Ohio on it. I think Juggalo Ohio has a better ring, but I think it's the low of it all blending into Ohio. Anyway, that's about all I got out of that Twisted with Us,
I do
Scotty
an
D.
ashtray. Where is it?
There you go.
Juggalo, Oklahoma.
That was gonna be a thing, right? Ouija, when Ouija first announced Juggalo Ohio, he was teasing doing it in other states. I think that was legit gonna be a thing. He was gonna do other Juggalo Ontario.
Juggalo, Ontario.
I like that. Juggalo Ontario.
Juggalo, Ontario.
Juggalo Ontario.
Juggalo, Ontario.
That one's a little harder to do.
No, it's not.
For me, it is.
You're making it difficult.
All right, we talked about Halloween 4 and me botching that. Let's talk a little bit about Chucky Season 1. We've been watching that since the last time you guys saw us. We're not very far into it, but I really fucking dig it. I really dig it. It's
good.
They make Chucky a tad more not sympathetic but likable, I guess. He's definitely not as big of a heel as he is in the movies. I think they kind of have to do that because of I don't know why. I think
it's because
him being the main character of a TV show.
If he was just like the fucking terrible serial killer that didn't have any feelings, there would be no story. He wouldn't develop relationships throughout the show, so he kind of has to be in order for it to be an extensive TV show.
It's a really good blend of horror Chucky and silly Chucky, though. I think they found a really good fucking balance on that show. We're only on episode 5. I think we're on 5 or 6.
We're on
6? Okay. So that's I don't even know how many episodes are in this fucking season, but I'm assuming we're about halfway through. Highly recommend it though. I would say definitely watch all the other Chucky movies. You have to kind of watch all those other movies because like I said last time, this is one of the only horror franchises to have the same creator for the entire run. Don Mancini has been behind this the creative drive behind this franchise for the entire time. So, and it is an ongoing story. Everything does kind of connect.
What is gonna happen when somebody else tries to do a Chucky anything? It's gonna blow.
It'll be a shitty remake.
It's gonna blow.
It'll be a shitty remake. That's what happened when someone else tried to do one. They tried to do a shitty remake. By the way, it's not so shitty. It's just it's not a Child's Play or a Chucky movie. I actually kind of like the Child's Play remake. We gotta watch that because I think that shit's on Amazon, so we can watch that. We
Peacock.
Yeah, it's on Peacock and Shudder right now. I think it's on. It might be on Hulu. We were thinking it might have been on. It's on a couple of different things. We're watching it on Peacock though.
Yeah.
But you can watch it on Shudder as well. Whoop whoop, Bridget Bites.
What up, girl?
We'll be talking about Bridget Bites EP a little bit, and when we get into the Juggalo music section of the show. We're still in the movies though. Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley Kubrick's last film. I showed Emily last night. She'd never seen it before. I've seen it several fucking times. Big Kubrick fan. This is... Here's the thing, though. Watching it this time, I was watching it through the eyes of, like, conspiracy theory pretty fucking heavily. Especially because of this rumor that I had heard, I think on a YouTube video or some shit, about the alleged cutout scenes that are in the orgy / party mask scene.
Yeah.
I had heard a rumor that there was some stuff cut out of that scene that would make the elites look even more perverted, if you will, more sicko-like, if you will. And I feel like watching the movie this time, there's a couple of allusions to that going on.
There definitely is.
And one of them being the costume shop owner, who, slight spoiler here, ends up pimping out his underage daughter towards the end. Or at least a very strong fucking implication that he's pimping out his teenage daughter towards the end. So that's one of them. The other thing is when he's talking to Dude at the end, and he says, Bill, I think you're getting a couple of the wrong idea about a couple of things. He alludes to a couple of things, and I couldn't. That's been in my head the entire time because I'm like, it's so vague, and I'm like, well, what are the couple of things?
Yeah.
I'm wondering what that means. And yeah, I do think that there is something to the idea that he was told to maybe cut something out. Now, Stanley Kubrick died March 7th, 1999. This movie came out in July 1999.
I think someone just asked about what you're about to explain.
So, Stanley was actually... Yeah, that's actually what I'm about to talk about. He, there's controversy around how finished this movie was. Some people, that's another conspiracy around it, was this movie even finished? Word is that the Warner Brothers basically went into his Avid and just took the newest cut of the movie, the cut with the latest date, like the latest edit. They took that, released that as the movie. So is it true he was asked to cut some shit out, and maybe they did some further, maybe didn't cut it out, maybe they did some further cut, because once they have the movie, they have the movie.
Right.
They can do whatever they want with
Facts.
it. I don't know. It's a fascinating piece of art. Mixed, I was reading some stuff about what Kubrick thought about the movie. Some people said he thought it was trash. People close to him who talked to him about it. Other people said he thought it was his best work. He had achieved like some sort of high a high spot in cinema, if you will, high watermark in cinema. I don't know. Fucking definitely check out Eyes Wide Shut if you've never seen it before. Also check out Clockwork Orange, fucking Full Metal Jacket. 2001: A Space Odyssey is okay, kind of iffy for me. I need to watch that again though. Kubrick's a fucking dope ass filmmaker. Now Nick Bazar suggested that I listen to a Trailer Park Boys podcast. Trailer Park Boys Park After Dark, I think is the name of the podcast. A recent episode called Space Oddities, which featured a fellow named MJ who talked about his experiences with UFOs and like filming orbs. But the reason I want to talk about this is he talks about some really fucking trippy shit as far as like intentions and like consciousness and like will and like sort of like on some Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind shit of like kind of he's insinuating that he can contact them shits with his mind. So he's doing some CTE shit. But it was really fucking interesting. I can't now. Obviously, the Trailer Park Boys podcast is kayfabe. They're in character, if you will. But I don't know. I think this guy was being for real. Nick, I think, agrees with me on that. This guy was being for real with the stuff he was talking about. I don't think he was making this shit up. Even with all the jokes that the Trailer Park Boys are making throughout the show, I don't think he's making this shit up. Another fascinating piece of UFO content I want to recommend to y'all is News Nation over on YouTube did a 2-part series called UFO Reporter about George Knapp. I want to recommend that because that's fucking interesting as all shit. And there's some new stuff that came out from that as well. Some clips of David Grush specifically talking to News Nation, some new clips. Nothing like actual new as far as like new information, but there's some interesting stuff in there nonetheless. I want to definitely recommend that. I was fucking fascinated by that. It does seem that, speaking of David Grush though, it does seem that members of Congress were in a skiff with David Grush today. It seemed like they actually got that sensitive compartmentalized information facility, a skiff. That's basically a place that they can go and talk about things that are top secret or even above top secret in a facility that they won't get in trouble, basically. They won't get fucking tried for treason or anything like that. Allegedly, Representative Tim Burchett was quoted coming out of the skiff. When asked what he learned, he was quoted as saying absolutely nothing. So I don't know what the fuck happened in there. It doesn't sound good, though. Goldie Hawn. Actress Goldie Hawn said an alien touched her and it felt like the finger of God. So did an alien finger bang Goldie Hawn? Hell yeah, 69 viewers, nice. Y'all better hit that fucking like button, 69. Well, two of y'all better turn out. Fuck. All right. Conan O'Brien,
69.
while I'm recommending content, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend is a podcast that had Chris and Dave from Nirvana on, and Steve it says Albino, but I know it's Albini, or it's something. Auto-corrected to Albino. For the In Utero 30th anniversary
That's cool.
box set and edition or whatever. I think that was essentially what they were promoting. But they talk about Nirvana and recording In Utero, and it's fucking really good. It's really fucking good. Albina. I thought it was close. Thank you, fucking Stony. Shouts out to Stony
Smokey.
Low. In related Nirvana-esque news, Frances Bean, daughter of Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain.
What the hell is wrong with you,
I don't know. And what does it even matter? Frances Bean married Tony Hawk's kid, Riley, in a secret ceremony the other day. Congratulations to Frances Bean and Riley Hawk, I'm guessing is his name.
Wow.
What's up?
It's like two of my childhood crushes, grandbaby.
You had a crush on Tony Hawk?
When I was younger, yeah.
That's a weird crush.
It's just because he was a skateboarder. Had nothing to do with anything else.
Crush on Tony? You had a crush on Bam, too, though.
I was obsessed.
I think way more girls had crushes on Bam.
Bam was the first guy. Like, I had, I thought, like, oh, wow, Justin Timberlake and Aaron Carter are cute. But, like, when...
Shit, girls and guys had crushes on Bam.
I got into, like, Viva La Bam and Jackass and stuff, like, I thought that Bam Margera was the fucking finest piece of ass I have ever laid eyes on. Like, I was like, whoa. And now I, like, since we've been, like, watching back all this stuff, I'm like, oh, God.
Homeboy's mad cringe. Oh, man.
What was I thinking?
Viva La Bam has got some fucking cringy-ass moments. So, you know what's even worse is some of that, the Santa Claus one. Where the fuck is Santa Claus? I think we talked about that on here. There's some fucking cringe-ass moments in that one, boy.
We need offended nugget teas. Okay, Mystic.
I can do that. I gotta sell more t-shirts to print more t-shirts first. I hope that offended nugget that you took on your phone blows up okay on a fucking t-shirt is all I'm worried about. Because that nugget is literally just a fucking phone filter that she put over her face one night.
Snapchat filter.
Yeah. I don't know how that's gonna look blown up. That might look like shit. Where the fuck am I in here?
Let me just get a chicken nugget costume.
God, I'm all over the place. So we smoked some sativa tonight in hopes that it doesn't fuck us up too bad, but I'm definitely getting a little bit fucking spun out already.
I'm high as a bitch.
All right.
Which is that which Emily is that?
Let's get into my JPEG shit here in a second. All my old music will be up eventually, and that's the last I'll be mentioning of that music. I'd like to separate from JPEG Mafia. Those are demos. Thank you for the love on them, though. What's JPEG about to do? I think, is JPEG about to do some fucking band shit? I mean, JPEG's a very experimental artist, so I'm wondering what he means that those are just demos. Is JPEG about to evolve? Oh, what's up, Devereaux? Shouts out to Devereaux in the chat. Whoop, whoop.
Screech Jelly said, hey guys, I'm always lurking, but had to tell you, I love your channel. It's the only way I know what's going on in the community, and I also love both your hair, too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching, man.
Hey, Devereaux.
Oh, well, man. Shouts out to Dev
And
fucking
Emily,
tuning in.
Emily with the laughing face. Which Emily are you? I know several Emilys. Is that Emily?
I think it's Emily.
Like cheesy potato Emily?
Yeah, I think it's cheesy potato and chicken Emily.
Is that you, bitch?
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, Roselle did the five memberships of the Alienated. Mystic got one. Scotty Dub got one. Screams got one. Dave Jr. 802. Someone from Vermont's in here. And Indecent got one. Shouts out to Dave Jr. 802. Are you from Vermont, dog?
Gotta be.
802 is the Vermont area code.
That's
a Vermonter up in there.
He's morphed into his Uncle Vito. That's what I said. I said the same shit.
More like his dad.
He even got the little lazy eye thing going on that Vito head.
He's got the fucking the double chin beard.
Yeah, see, he said crazy frog eyes and all. That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna get butthurt again.
Take this damn blizzy.
Andrew Ponix has this really dope design that he dropped.
Yes!
I want to give that some love. I think we're getting into Juggalo shit now. We're gonna get into some Juggalo shit. Bobby Blaze.
Yo!
I'm pretty sure we talked about this last time, but I wanted to make sure we talked about it again this time. We listened to this on the way to work, Monday? Tuesday?
4:30 in the morning.
Yo, that shit was fucking lit. And this is really good. I want to give this some fucking love. If you want some jug dubstep, is that the right term for it? Would that be the right term?
Yeah.
Would that be appropriate? Maybe I should ask Bobby that.
Let me tell you, when he had the little Subtronic sample, when I heard that fucking Subtronic sample, I lost my shit. It was 4:30 in the fucking morning, and I lost my shit, okay? Yes, Jugstep.
Jugstep. That's what's up. Jugstep. That's what that shit is. Jugstep for sure. That shit is fucking fresh, though. Go give that some love. It's over on the Team MUJ YouTube channel. Go give them a subscribe, too. They have a fantastic Juggalo podcast. Oh, yeah. I'm going to just put that out, then. We gotta get through the rest of this stuff. We're already 42 minutes in this shit. We gotta actually do the damn show, damn it.
Are we not?
Oh, we are. We're smoking quite a bit here. Wraithy also dropped a remix / blend. I don't know what you would call it. Of mostly it's Ash Nico's track, one of her Halloweenies, with some Rotten Treats flavored cuts and samples sprinkled on top, I would say. Really dope. That's over on Bandcamp, I think only. Go check that out over on Wraithy. That's WR8THY over on Bandcamp. Whoop whoop. Can I get a plug for my new album Pyramids releasing this Day of the Dead? If any y'all like Witch House, you should. Yo, that's fucking dope. You're dropping a Witch House project. Send me some more information about that, Roselle. We'll talk about that on here.
Whoa, Wicked Widget. What the hell?
I didn't realize you were dropping a project as well, homie.
Wicked Widget just said he's getting our gathering tickets next year.
Don, you really don't have to do that, but I mean, thank you. If you want to do that,
wild.
whoop whoop. Thank you.
You do not have to do
that. You really don't have to do that, though. But I ain't gonna say no to that shit either, because fucking A, that's fresh. Fucking thank you. All right, let me keep going through the jug shit. I think I skipped a couple of things. Bridget Bites dropped a 4-song EP. It's really fucking dope to hear Bridget's growth, man. Bridget, I think, has got a fucking lot of potential, and she's gonna be a fucking beast here, real fucking soon. Get on the Bridget Bites fucking train now, because she's got something. I see something in this girl.
The album art is fucking lit.
Yeah, shouts out to Bridget. You fucking dropped a hella fucking dope project, and you're going places, girl. Just keep doing this shit. Do not stop. Gloom unit. Let's get on the. I'm gonna take a break here real quick before we get into this Gloom unit shit, because I wanted to talk about this Ice Cube thing before we got too deep, and Spotify real quick. So, U.S. Department of Justice is investigating the NBA for antitrust violations from Ice Cube's Big 3 promotion. Ice Cube does a basketball promotion where he apparently brings, from my understanding, he brings back older basketball stars to do 3-on-3 matches, from what I understand. And it's not really competitive to the NBA because it's really kind of its own thing.
Right.
But I guess the NBA has been doing some fucking shiesty shit competitively against the Big 3. I thought that was interesting for rap nerds. I'm not really a basketball head like that, but as a rap story, I thought that was interesting. Spotify, though, I want to talk about this fucking Spotify story because this is going to affect people watching this. Spotify is going to stop paying royalties out to artists who don't meet a minimum number of streams annually.
That's whack.
That minimum number has not been announced. I did do some digging to try to find that fucking number, and all I could find is that number has not been announced. That shit is kind of whack. That's kind of really fucking whack. Because that's gonna hurt the little. That's gonna hurt the little artists. That's gonna hurt the little guys. Because it's already such a fucking hurdle to get over. You know what I mean? That shit's kind of fucking whack. Let's see. At some point here, we're gonna have a segment from our special guest. I'm gonna see what he up to. Yo, what up though? Let's see if we might have a call in here, if you will, in a second from our special guest.
So fucking
burnt.
Roasted. Now.
She's roasted and toasted, guys. Lil Uzi Vert says his next album, Love Is Rage 3, will be his last, and that he just wants to live a normal life. So Lil Uzi Vert quitting music soon, allegedly.
He's charging his phone.
Yeah, motherfucker. Okay. Charge that up. Charge it. Just give me a call when you're ready then, homie. We're going to have Dot Strife's Hot Gripes coming up here soon. I don't want to spoil it, but he's got something I was not expecting coming up here. But he always does that to me. He always comes with some hot takes, some hot gripes, if you will. The Corn Adidas drop happens tomorrow. Oh, here he is. Here he is right now.
Strife.
1 second, homie. Let me get you on the... Yo. What up, though?
What up, Mexican? What are you doing?
1 second. Let me get in on that fucking...
Why are you so quiet?
I don't know. It's quiet as shit again.
You hear me now?
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. What up, dog?
Dog, I was going to talk about the greatest rapper of all time, but something else came up.
Something else?
We'll save it
Okay.
for later. All right. There's this thing that happens, and this is my hot gripe right now is you people. And when I say you people, I mean fucking everybody listening, everybody watching. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it in a way of love. Are you guys with me?
Yeah.
It's because I love you guys. There's this thing that all of us do, myself included, where let's talk about a song. I could be sitting on a song for months because it's like, oh, it's not perfect. Or this thing is off. Or that thing's off, right?
Yeah.
Bro, there's like this invisible principle, this invisible teacher that we're all fucking worried about. There's this invisible pastor that all of us are worried about. But like, think about it. If that song isn't as perfect as you want it to be, who's gonna fucking scold you? Who are you doing that shit for? Do that shit for yourself.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing me?
Facts.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying, dog, is just there's no fucking pastors, dog. If you guys are fucking listening, we're losing so much fucking great art from all of you motherfuckers. That's why I'm mad at y'all, because y'all and me, we could be sharing so much dopeness, but we don't.
Oh, you don't gotta tell me. I'm already beating myself up over that shit, bro. I feel like I've been lazy this year.
And this is for me, man. And this is for anyone who's paying attention Drop that fucking song that isn't perfect. Drop that video or that funny thing that you keep saying. Like, there is no fucking pastors. There's nobody that you need to worry about. You guys fucking hear me loud and clear. I fucking love you guys. I Am Atrophy for Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Flash Remix coming out October 31st. Suck my dick, Twisted fans.
Hey.
Whoop, whoop. Shouts out Strife. I didn't get a chance to tell him that Frankie Goldie said "shut up, Strife," but shouts out Strife, man. I love it when he calls
I go
in.
to Church of Strife.
So he was gonna talk about Soulja Boy, but that came up. I actually, I relate with that promo he just cut quite a bit because I said 2 episodes ago I think that I was looking at my fucking output this year as far as like shit that I just dropped on YouTube. I was like, damn, I hardly dropped anything as far as videos this year. And I felt real fucking guilty when I realized that shit. So I definitely relate with that, and I haven't been dropping music this year like I usually fucking do either. Anyway, shouts out to Dot Strife. That shit's fucking fresh. That was good timing on that because now we're going to get into Adidas. Coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
And how I wish.
I want the zip up.
Motherfucking A, man. So, hold up. These motherfuckers just come in with so much fucking freshness. That purple fucking jumpsuit, which looks so much like one of the Jonathan Davis jumpsuits from back in the day. That shit's stupid hard. The fucking... Oh my god, even they got some sweatpants dropping too.
The hoodie is
so basically they essentially have a black fucking sweatsuit as well because they have a top and a fucking bottom as well. That's a black sweatsuit as well. That fucking hoodie that girl keeps rocking.
I know, I want that.
Yeah, right there, that fucker.
I want that so bad.
Yeah, there's essentially 2 sweatsuits. Oh my god. That fucking hoodie is dumb hard.
I want that hoodie so bad.
So that drops tomorrow, I believe. Oh man. That shit's rough. That shit's rough. Because there's like lazy and crazy shit out right now that's stupid hard. I'm going to show you guys here in a second. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Anyway, on to Gloom Unit on a fucking tear. Blood on My Chucks is out now. This shit's fucking hard.
Yep.
I was
yeah.
I was not expecting that hook on that shit. I have not heard any of the teases that y'all have fucking dropped because I just retweet that shit without actually hitting the play button because I want to hear that song fresh. I've only heard that's a lie. I did hear some of Frankie's verse in one of them, but I did not hear that fucking hook until I actually played this shit. And that was a shocker. I fucking really dig this shit, though. Good fucking job, guys. Acetone has a fucking song dropping, I believe, tomorrow? No, wait. This is the 30th, I think this drops. Yeah. This Wyona shit drops on the 30th, on Monday. And then Gloom Unit got another fucking song.
Winona?
Wyona? Winona?
It's Winona.
It's Winona?
It's Winona.
Winona? Really? But isn't it Wyona?
Winona Ryder?
Have I been saying that shit way wrong my whole life? Probably
You have not been... You're lying to me.
I think I've been saying it way wrong my whole fucking life. Yeah. I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
Dead Ringer drops on Halloween. Let's just keep moving on and act like that didn't happen. Dead Ringer drops on fucking Tuesday on Halloween. I think there was another rapper featured on this as well. I don't have that shit in my notes.
Frankie Goldie just yelled at you. People are putting the syllables in the chat. Why no? Winona Ryder.
Let's try this all together. Winona. That sounds so fucking... I've definitely been saying it wrong.
It's Winona Ryder.
What? Winona.
Winona Ryder.
This is the same thing. By the way, let me point out the irony. This is the same thing that we did when you were teaching me how to pronounce Acetone's name.
Yeah.
We did the same bit.
Seriously.
We literally did the same bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
fuck.
have you been saying that like that your whole life?
Yes. Okay. Now we're getting to my favorite section of the show. This is what I've been most excited to show you guys for this episode. I'm so fucking pumped. So tomorrow, Necro and Ill Bill are dropping an album, but that's not what I'm excited about. I'm excited about this shit.
Oh, God.
Right here. So I know a lot of you want to, waste your money on this Korn Adidas collab, but let me show you where your money really should be going. Necro Superstore, is that what it is? Right, superstore.com. Store.com. Okay, let me show you guys that shit. All right, so yeah, that's right. Look at all those categories at the top. Look at all those different categories. So I just want to show you like just the front page, and then we're gonna go on some deep diving here, because as you scroll, you realize like, wait, what? Necro got shoes and he got high heels? Necro has a lot of different wares, you guys. Makeup.
What the fuck is that? Coffee?
Necro coffee. Chocolate hazelnut. I'm assuming different flavors. Now,
He's doing the DJ Clay thing.
all right, so where do you want to go first? Watches? Women's clothing? Let's go women's clothing.
No, go to coffee.
Coffee?
Nutrition supplements. What is he
Yo,
fucking Alex
how many
Jones?
fucking flavors? Dog, he's got mocha, he's got chocolate hazelnut, he's got French vanilla, he's got candy cane and mint. By the way, what's going to be the difference between candy cane and mint? I feel like those are going to be really fucking redundant.
I don't know. Home and living?
Yo. Does he got furniture? You want to go home and living
Yeah,
next?
home and living for sure.
And cut the fucking
A
corpse
cutting
up
board.
like a butcher to meat, kid.
It's a
It's
cutting,
a cutting board. For
Okay.
$60.
Nutrition supplements.
What? Oh, he's planning on dropping some nutrition supplements.
Sexorcist merch.
That's his
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope there's nothing. Ooh,
Kids
hold on, I gotta be
clothing?
careful because Necro might get me in trouble.
Kids clothing. That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah, that's not bad. By the way, rocking my Necro shirt on this stream. gotta point that out. Shouts out Necro.
Cosmetics. Go to cosmetics.
Yeah, cosmetics is the funniest one to me. By the way, there's men's cosmetics. Cuntmetics. What the fuck?
Necro cosmetics. Beard butter.
Guys,
Beard oil.
he's got beard.
Shaving gel, moisturizer, beard.
Dude, that shit is so lit. All right, now we're gonna go to the women's. Where's that shit? Cosmetics. Cuntmetics, by the way. This is fucking mind-blowing. Body butter. Necro body butter. Who's gonna take the hit and buy some of this shit? Because I don't think we're gonna.
Anti-aging collagen.
Maybe we have to.
No.
Do I buy you the
If
the
you,
palette?
I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it. Oh fuck. Let's see. I think women's clothing we gotta check out.
I'm so confused right now.
This was funny as shit to me. The heels I found really funny.
What? They're all so whack. First of all, that style of shoe is like when you go to like Plato's Closet, okay? Those are the type of that's the style of like shoes they have. Or like 10 years ago, Steve Madden
Swimwear,
heels
that's what
that
we
were
gotta-
sold at Journeys.
How does he not have women's swimwear? What else should we check out, guys? You guys want to see some more? Sneakers, boots. Yeah, I want to see the sneakers. Yo, he's got so many.
Like what happened here?
Dude, what? How does he have this many shoes? Wait, he was selling these for over $100 at one point. They're all marked down to 66. 66.66, yeah. Dog. How does he have that many fucking shoes? Printed items.
Product sets? What's
Books. Yeah, what's product sets? What the?
no, oh,
I guess, I don't know.
jacket and the shoes.
I guess that's, yeah. I don't know, you guys. Spend some more time over on pets.
He literally, there's just a company that like
Anyway.
sells a bunch of random shit, and they're like, "Here, give us your designs."
Shouts out Necro, though.
It's probably cheap bullshit. This is wild.
It's got to be made to order in some way, right? Like, there's no way he's got fucking that many shoes
yeah,
on
no,
hand
they're definitely
in his,
printed.
like,
They're definitely
in his
printed.
Brooklyn apartment
No, they're
stacked in a
definitely
room.
they're definitely printed to order.
That shit would be lit if that was the case. Okay. We did book our Juggalo Ohio hotel. We're going to get into that stuff here in a bit. Oh, yeah, Hex's Christmas show out in, where's this shit? Las Vegas. I always look at the bottom, even though it says fucking Las Vegas right on the top. December 15th, out in Las Vegas. Triz on that shit. Wacko the Kid, I'm assuming hosting that shit. Does Wacko the Kid, or Wacko the Kid rap? I don't know. I didn't know that the guy was a rapper if he actually raps. Shaggy the Airhead Orange drop shit is up, but today he dropped this killer shit that is fucking crazy. This horror mega collection. That puffer jacket.
Yeah,
so
it's
stupid.
fire.
I'm curious what the reverse side of that bucket hat is, because he always does the reverse bucket hats.
Trailer Park says Wacko raps, yes.
He does rap, so he's performing on that shit, I'm assuming then. I had no idea that dude rap.
That puffer is fly.
I know, that shit is so dope. LazyandCrazyClothing.com. Go check that shit out. He's got the Friday the 13th stuff up, it does seem, as well. The Revelations tour continues on down the road. Where are they right now? Let's find out. Where is that Revelations tour? It is the 26th. And they are in Nashville, Tennessee at the end.
They're down
about
by
halfway through their tour.
Cafe and Whoop.
Go check that out if you get a chance to see one of these shows. We saw that shit in New Hampshire, and it was really fucking dope. Juggalo Ohio 2, we got our fucking hotel room. We got our hotel room. Now,
Toto.
like I was saying a little bit, Toto in the place to be. What's up, Toto? Whoop, whoop. Kids Clothing Plus, Strife supplements, skateboards, Necro for the most inclusive motherfucker alive. You know, we do be talking about motherfucking Shaggy the Airhead needing to get the women's clothing and shit. Ouija needing to get in the women's clothing up. Necro kind of got a bunch of shit.
I don't
As
like
much shit we want to give him.
I don't think he has that much shit. I think he signed,
it's on demand. It's got to be print on demand.
He signed a fucking cheap ass contract with a bullshit company that has a bunch of fucking mass produced plain things, and
God, I'm so curious about some of that shit.
They just fucking print that shit to order.
Yeah, they have to. There's no way he's got that much shit. Anyway. Oh, speaking of having shit to sell, I almost forgot about this.
I have to go get vape juice.
You do?
I do. Cause
1 second, though.
Okay. The hell it is? Oh, this is the
M&M's. Fucking trash-ass spaghetti.
Was it only one flavor?
It looks like it. Is apparently out in stores now. Or through this website, I guess.
I kind of want spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah.
$13?
$13 or a 2-pack for $25.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's wild. Speaking of rappers selling shit.
Get the fuck out of here. Can I go get my vape juice?
Yeah,
now?
go get your vape juice, baby. Let me make sure I'm not skipping anything.
Oh my God, it's so damn cold in this house. I'm turning off the air conditioning.
Clockwork E and Clockfest. I forgot to get the Clockwork Fest fucking flyer for this episode. I'm gonna try to do that for the next one because that's coming up in November. But Clockwork E had a music video for a song called Juggalo Penis that I have not listened to yet. But Clockwork E always comes hard, so pardon the pun. But yeah, oh, can y'all hear that? Sirens in front of the house.
They coming for you, motherfucker.
Nuh-uh. The Clockwork E Clockfest Shankside and Clockwork E collaboration festival going down. That Thuggalo show I think is hosting. Actually, I know they're fucking hosting because Stoney's so fucking excited about that shit. We talked about Bobby Blaze. We talked about Wraithy. We talked about Bridget. We talked about Gloom Unit. Juggalo Ohio. That's where we're at. So the hotel thing. 3 hotels behind the venue at Juggalo Ohio. I think all 3 are still available. You got to do a little bit of looking around on the maps of these apps and whatnot. to find the actual location where the club is and, you know, compare the streets. But there are 3 hotels still available right behind the venue at Juggalo, Ohio. King of Clubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to get a sweet-ass fucking location that's right fucking there, that whole block is going to be a fucking party that weekend. We got one of those hotels booked for Juggalo, Ohio just the other day. All right, let me get through this stuff. Shaggy Two Dope doing his Northwestern tour now. That's coming up next month. He is doing streams again over on Twitch. I do have the Tuesday stream I can break down for y'all. I was in the middle of watching today's stream before we went on. I don't have all of the breakdown for that, but I can read you guys my notes for the Tuesday stream. The stream started with a little bit of technical difficulties. It seems they were playing every graphic at the same time on their OBS layout for some reason. Brutalis had to rebuild the whole scene. Excuse me. Brutalis' new nickname is Broody. Shaggy's tired from getting up at 6 to go run on his treadmill. Shaggy shows off his tooth crown that he had spit out of his mouth this week.
Yikes.
It popped out of his mouth. I think he said while he was eating something. And then I think they're going to give away the tooth for a hype train at some point in the future. I can't remember if they actually gave it away on this show. I think they did end up giving it away.
Give it away now.
But yeah, giving away Shaggy's tooth, or at least his crown for his tooth. Shaggy doesn't know what Streamlabs is when one of the notifications pops up.
That's lit.
Rest in peace to the world's oldest dog. When asked how old the dog would be, Manny guessed that the dog was 100.
100?
Yeah, that was Manny's guess.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. The dog was actually 31 years old. Which is pretty fucking old. Pretty fucking old for a dog. I love Manny, man. That dude's the shit.
100.
They were like, that's like a little kid guess or something. Shit was lit. Shaggy knew people that would steal dogs back in the day and resell them. Steal dogs out of people's yards and resell them. Shaggy said he never did that shit, but that was a hustle that he knew some people that did that shit. That's fucked up.
That's a thing in the head.
Someone is indeed getting the tooth. Not sure if he's doing a stream for Hallowicked on Monday or Tuesday. I think they decided on the new stream that they're not doing a Hallowicked pre-stream. They are doing a stream on Thursday, though, they said on today's show. A voice through the wall says he is indeed not streaming on Monday. I'm assuming that was Renee. Quickly bring up Corey Feldman and him being on ICP Theater. Corey Feldman dropping out of Hallowicked recently. Shaggy calls Corey frail and feeble and little several times. They do a little promo for the Northwest tour. This gimmick right here. Some makeup shows and a couple of new shows that they did from when they crashed the tour bus on the first leg of the tour. Let's see. The stream is a little choppy throughout this. It drops some frames here and there. There's some deer hunting and muzzle loader talk that goes on for a bit. Shaggy flexing his free Lazy and Crazy merch. They talk about new vlogs coming. They did drop a new vlog as well, I think, just recently. Yeah, fuck, what was it? The New Mexico vlog? We haven't watched that one yet. We are caught up with the other vlogs, by the way. We finally did watch them shits. Those are pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
We really liked the I really liked the one where they were doing the weird spin class or whatever the fuck.
That shit was fucking lit.
That was the best one. That's the best one they've done so far, I think. Let's see. Vlogs. Justice for Beardman then starts popping up in the chat. This was fucking the weirdest thing in the stream.
Who's Beardman?
So Beardman is a guy who apparently this all got played out in the chat through several different chat messages. Beardman is apparently a guy who got fired for giving Shaggy weed when they played Wildwood, New Jersey.
Wildwood is lit.
So this was a guy that worked at the venue at Wildwood in New Jersey, right? And gave Shaggy weed, and apparently he got fired for it. Now, The Justice for Beardman was being spammed in the chat, apparently. This so backfires on Beardman or whoever was chanting Justice for Beardman.
Wow.
They just basically go off on the dude, like basically on some logic of like, dude, you're the one like bringing weed to work and like handing it off to people. Like that's kind of on you that you did that. Like, it's not my fault. Like, I didn't rat you out. If that's what you're saying, I didn't say any fucking thing. Like, why would I say anything? I don't give a shit.
Those are like the worst M&Ms ever.
Yeah, those are fucking weird, right? They almost have like a fruity fucking shell taste. And then it's like chocolatey.
No, Sixlets taste fruity, and I like it. These don't taste fruity at all. These are like...
I thought they tasted fruity when I was having them at
these taste
work
like
earlier.
Malted almost. They're like the worst M&Ms ever, but I'm gonna eat them.
They talk about ICP on Hot Ones a little bit here. Shaggy says that Violent J would tap out. Violent J would not be able to cut it on Hot Ones. Said he would tap out after the second chicken wing.
That would be you.
That would be me. That would be me. Brutalis says that Jay will start saying crazy things after the second wing. It's National Bologna Day, and they Shaggy says he was excited to learn that bologna was a sausage. Then they talk about their favorite bologna preparations. Mine is fried bologna. I really haven't eat that shit in years, but that was definitely a struggle meal back in the day, doing the fried bologna sandwiches.
I only like one kind of bologna thing ever.
Yeah.
Pasta bologna and cheese Lunchables.
I don't know if I ever had them shits. I think I had the Ham Boys back in the day once.
I will not eat bologna.
Let's see. Where are the E40 hot dogs at, though? They said they were gonna eat E40 hot dogs on this damn show. No E40 hot dogs. I'm gonna hold them accountable for E40 hot dogs. God damn it. Shaggy looks at the top Halloween costumes for the year. Manny says he thinks that Scream, Ghostface, is gonna be the top Halloween costume. It is Barbie, though. Barbie is number one Halloween costume. They talk about creepy Joe Biden and play an old clip of him talking about kids in the pool.
Oh.
And his like leg hair is a really fucking creepy ass clip. But they thought it was a new clip. It's a really old clip from when he was like, I think before he was even running for president or some shit. The gang struggles remembering when Joe Biden was actually vice president. They actually
Who's the president?
They couldn't remember when he was. They thought he was president during Trump, I think.
Biden?
There's dog movie talk.
Strays?
No. Actually, they were just talking about various dog movies. I don't think Strays gets brought up oddly.
Weird.
They were Shaggy
Lady
just.
and the Twamp?
Yeah, well, just Shaggy was talking about all the different like Lassie and fucking Benji, like all these different dog movies back in the day. Anyway. They talk about Snoop on stage with Will Ferrell and I said Will Ferrell, and I think I'm thinking too much about it now. John C. Reilly doing Boats and Hoes on stage with those two fools. They talk about the shitty The Rock wax figure and the Lil Wayne shitty wax figure as well.
I don't like it. That's scary.
And then they finish it off talking a little bit about the pilot who tried to shut the engines off. And he's getting tried for, I believe, like 85 counts of attempted murder. This is something I did not know. That guy was on shrooms and said he hadn't slept for 40 hours.
Oh, my God.
So my question is, was that man Violent J? Okay, so Shaggy Show Thursday. I had some of the notes for that, but I'll save that for next time. Let's get into the Hallowicked shit of it all, I believe, next. So the Three-Headed Monsters Ball will be going on Monday night. And it's a separate ticket, separate entire show, I'm assuming. No real announcement as far as who's opening up this show. I'm assuming there's going to be openers for this shit. I don't think they would just do the Three-Headed Monsters set and be out for $66.50. But no word on the who would be also performing on that show. ICP did have Corey Feldman on the lineup for Hallowicked on Tuesday, but Corey Feldman dropped out. We talked about that last time. I showed you guys the post that Corey did, and also the comment that he did to somebody's question, where he's, I believe, a lot more honest about his bandmates not wanting to get all that sticky soda on our pedals.
Faygo or whatever it's
that
called.
Faygo or whatever it's called, LOL. He clearly pussed out. But also, Corey lost his dog
Oh.
Like I saw a post that Corey Feldman lost his damn dog, so I don't want to. Don't gang up on poor Corey. He literally lost his dog
Steve-O,
like today.
what is you doing, boo?
Or this week at least. Rest in peace to Corey's dog. So Basin Pumpkins After Party is it's unclear if this is a separate ticket or not, or if you can enter the after party from the same ticket. But this Basin Pumpkins After Party is its own show with Raven Black and DJ Chunk performing. No word if anyone else is performing, but that'll be going on after Hallowicked. Same venue, I'm assuming. Anyway, VIP packages are available for both the Hallowicked and Three-Headed Monsters Ball with a bunch of extras that you can see on the screen. We talked about that a little bit more last time if you would like to break it down further. Vendors are apparently still wanted for Hallowicked. I don't know if you can still get in at this point, it being only a couple of days away, but if you're trying to get a vendor spot at Hallowicked, they're looking for them. So HallowickedVendors@gmail.com, send an email. Also, it being on pay-per-view and making it easy. Only $17 on pay-per-view through My Michigan, an app called My Michigan TV. You can just go to JuggaloTV.com and it has links to it, but this is what the app looks like if you're trying to just find it on your phone. Apparently, it's on all the devices, on fucking Roku, fucking Android, Apple TV, all these different devices have support it, looks like.
All the things.
So it should be, you should be able to one way or the other put that shit on your TV, whether you're plugging your fucking computer into your TV or mirroring a screen from your phone or something. There should be a way that you can actually watch this shit on your television.
Oh, someone said, whoop, whoop. Love your guys' show. I'm always checking out the movies you recommend. Keep the movie reviews and recommendations coming.
That's one of my favorite parts about doing this shit. I shouted out Jensen Karp earlier.
Whoa.
In this show, right? Jensen Karp is, so Shaggy Two Dope confirmed Juggalo Day is not in Peoria. On today's Acetone in the chat says Shaggy Two Dope confirmed Juggalo Day is not in Peoria. So that was Violent J going off again, huh?
Huh.
But, you know, Shaggy's been wrong about that shit before. Shaggy famously said that, one of the projects was going to drop on Hallowicked, right? And that shit did not happen. Was that last year?
Just a bit ago. Jolly good show.
Yeah, I haven't got to that part. I haven't got to that part of that stream. I was literally watching it right before I came on here. Not sure what it was, but Shaggy has been wrong, yeah. Yeah. We're going to get to those interviews here in a little bit. Thank you, Acetone, for that shit. I did not get to that part of the show. Yeah, this shit is going to be probably our Halloween activities. Watching this shit and having probably a mellow little night. It's cool you get to sleep in, actually. That's kind of fucking dope. Here's the app you can get that shit on. $17. Saturday, this shit goes down. It's my birthday on Saturday. And I'm thinking about maybe chilling and watching this and maybe doing a watch-along stream. I don't know. I might do that. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. But that might be fun to do. We haven't watched a wrestling thing together on this channel in a long time, and it would be fun to do.
Quick.
What's that?
Look at Lucy really quick.
Oh my gosh, she is so stretched out right now. She's just completely stretched out.
She's literally, this cat is laying on her back. Completely, like, long boyed out. Just looking.
You need to get, like, a mobile camera to, like, just be able to pick up and, like,
so
bring it over there, like, cat cam or something. I need to figure out a way to, like, use my phone or something as, like, a mobile camera or something and have it. I think there's a way I can do that on OBS. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud.
Silly.
Jay is also doing some tapings for Power. I think Jay was on Power, by the way. The latest episode of NWA's Power. Cats are getting into some shit over there. NWA's Power that just dropped on YouTube. I watched some of it, and Jay was coming out as a manager for Yabo versus one of the La Rebellion dudes. Jay was also on this NWA live stream that was going on actually, I think at the same time we were streaming on what, Sunday or Monday?
Mm-hmm.
What did we do, a Monday stream?
I think it was Monday, yeah.
Well, it was going on the same fucking time. I did watch that after the fact. And like Trailer Park said, it was basically like a back and forth thing between him and Vampiro. They talk about the Riddle Box match gimmick that'll be at NWA Samhain on Saturday. I think I'm saying that kind of right. But yeah, Riddle Box match is going to be basically a bunch of boxes, like riddle box style boxes, I'm assuming with question marks painted on them. And surprises will be in the boxes, whether they will be to the benefit or the bone of the person opening that box. That's apparently only NWA knows what's in the boxes. Let's see. Jay says he's a fan of wrestling before anything else, and he's excited to be part of something new. Puts the Brothers of Funstruction over really heavily. Let's see. They talk about WCW a little bit, and how if it's bizarre being in the NWA. Jay says that's an understatement. This whole thing's been mind-blowing for him. So he does this whole thing about started wrestling before the music and that whole thing. Being a big fan of Smashing Pumpkins and how it's surreal on all levels. I'm one of y'all. I'm legit, he says to a fan regarding celebrity and wrestling. Let's see. Oh, to the fans regarding celebrity and wrestling, because he's a little self-conscious still, like when they went into WWF, being self-conscious about the whole, they don't think we're legit type thing. Anyway, host guy says he hopes he bridges a gap with the fandom. Jay says he appreciates that and feels unworthy in the NWA locker room. They bring up David Arquette as an example of fans feeling celebrities don't deserve to be in there. Host guy asks if Jay is worried about werewolves and vampires having special powers at the height of Halloween for NWA Samhain. And Jay says basically, what, me worry? And because close to Halloween is also Jay's height of his power as well. He says it's the only time of year we make sense, which is a fucking dope-ass quote.
Lit.
That shit's fucking lit. That's some every Halloween shit right there. And he says he's drawing strength from Halloween too. Jay says it's cool to work with Vamp again. He puts Vamp over several times until Vamp gets on the damn show with him. Headbangers apparently are going to be there as well on the same pay-per-view. They bring up Headbangers real quick. They bring Vamp on the stream, and he starts kind of talking some shit. It looks like Vampiro's, by the way, if you watch that, definitely looks like Vampiro's about to, like, he's in the middle of rolling. So he has a bag that he's like,
Yeah, he's getting
Vampiro.
boy.
When Vampiro gets high, indeed. That shit was funny as shit to me. They ask why they've been beefing, and they basically do a back and forth promo. Jay says it's because he went to NWA, and he feels that Vamp was elusive when Jay was asking about getting the hookup with NWA. And he wanted a title shot. Let's see. Vamp does the whole "you're done" thing like several times during this interview.
You're done.
Yeah. No. Are you done? Are you done?
You're done.
You're done. Oh, I see what you.
You're
I see
done.
what you did. Let's see. Yeah, they basically just go back and forth if you want to go watch that. There's really not a lot to add here. Let's see. Oh, Jay does says, you know what, Vamp? Fuck the Misfits. That's one of the funniest fucking parts, actually.
Does he look like Danzig?
Well, Misfits famously replaced ICP as the music group that Vampiro was wrestling for when ICP left. That shit's actually probably the funniest thing in the whole thing. But yeah, it really seems like they're working an angle with Vamp and Jay. Specifically with Vamp and Jay. Like they might do a match with fucking Vamp and Jay. I mean, Jay's wrestling on fucking Saturday. Here's some other Jay wrestling stuff. This made me fucking mark out. It's Kosuke actually sent me this. Violent J being in GCW. Kosuke got a new fucking album, by the way. I asked him to send me the picture for that shit so I could show it off tonight. But Kosuke got a new album called The Bog that is dropping real soon. He came over and played that shit for me. So Violent J was announced as being part of GCW. Now they're calling this his debut, but it looks like he might be just making an appearance. I don't know exactly what he's going to be doing for this. By the way, let me take it off. Jay's beautiful forehead, so you can see that beautiful forehead. I want to play you guys this clip, though. that Kosuke sent me. This is the announcement that they made on the GCW Patreon official podcast.
But I'm gonna tell it to you in the form of a question.
Okay.
Steven, what is a juggalo?
They walk around with a 2-liter stuck in their butt cheeks.
What is a juggalo?
Are you serious?
Sabu your mama through a coffee table.
What is a juggalo?
He works
Kinda
for
cringe.
himself, scratching his nuts.
Yikes.
Is that it? Are these the real lyrics?
Yeah.
Well, I have it on good authority that Insane Clown Posse's very
No
own
way.
Violent J will be making his GCW debut
Shut up.
on November 24th in North Carolina.
Now Mike
Yeah,
Savino.
beautiful
Are you
forehead.
serious?
You heard me.
Speechless.
Yes, I'm serious.
That's sick, dude. That's
It's not a
awesome.
4, it's a 5,
What
goddammit.
is a juggalo?
Stop doing that.
So Michael, when you say that's awesome, what are you expecting?
Well, I know that he said no to other companies, and then people wanted him for AEW, and they didn't give him a call when they were in Detroit, so people were really upset about that. So he's like hungry for a return, I guess.
Do you think it would be cool if Violent J was in the WWF someday, Michael?
He was.
He was.
Yeah, that shit fell off a little bit towards the end there. I think they might talk a little bit more about it, but that was the whole clip that Kosuke sent me. Shouts out to Kosuke for sending me that shit, by the way. All right, now we getting... Whoa, I turned it off.
Whoa.
All right, so I showed you guys this last time.
Mm-hmm.
These two pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there was another picture with just Sarah.
What's up, Flipsy?
If you see here, though, she said this shit was supposed to come out today. Shouts out, Flipsy. What's up, homie? This shit was supposed to come out today, according to Sarah. This shit is not out yet. This is Steve-O's rap redemption, whatever that means. I don't know. He's got a lot to redeem, this old Steve-O. We played some old motherfucking Steve-O raps on here a couple episodes back. He's got a lot to redeem. So that shit's not out yet. But let's talk about the news articles. So this is the Detroit.
Hi. Amy says hi, too.
What's up, Amy?
Hi, Amy. I love that girl.
So where's my notes? I lost my notes. There we go. We talked about the NWA Power episode. Talked about that. All right. So ICP on the cover of the Metro Times, as you see there, in the article, if it wants to load. As Hallowicked turns 30, even Insane Clown Posse, yikes, is shocked. My God, these fucking pop-up gimmicks. I don't dare click on that shit. It's hard to believe that for over 3 decades, the crowd-surfing, stage-diving, face-painted horrorcore hip-hop duo known as the Insane Clown Posse is still spraying Faygo on crowds and improving they're still relevant. And nothing represents their staying power and unique place in hip-hop culture like their annual Hallowicked Clown Show, which celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. The show started as nothing more than a Halloween concert because, well, an ICP Halloween concert only made sense. It was when we just came out, we were popping, and we wanted to make it special by giving out a Halloween song on cassette, says Joseph Bruce, aka Violent J. We played at the Majestic, we sold that bitch out, and gave out 100 cassettes of a song called Dead Pumpkins. We thought, let's do another one and a third one, adds Joseph Usler, aka Shaggy Tudo. Now this means they were interviewed together for this, which is that's dope as fuck that they're actually doing press together.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. We're going to get in that in a little bit more in the next interview because I'm not as sure that interview was together. This one definitely seems to be written at least in the way to imply that they were together for this. But I don't think any of us saw 30 years in the future of doing an annual show. Now it's special to us. It's one of our annual get-togethers. That Dead Pumpkins cassette now has an asking price of $300 on eBay. Since then, ICP has grown the Hallowicked Clown Show to include auxiliary events such as wrestling matches and after parties. And fans known as Juggalos travel from as far as California, New York, and Florida to attend the festivities. Usler hesitates calling it a festival, but admits it has definitely evolved into more than just a concert. It definitely, Hallowicked has definitely grown a lot over the past couple of years. Them adding those extra shows around it, and yeah, that's definitely accurate. It was a Detroit show. Everybody was from Detroit and the surrounding area, says Usler. Now it's crazy because here we are 3 decades later, and if we're like, what up, Detroit, from the stage, it's silent. When people come from out of state like that, you just can't put on a show. You want to put on a full day. It's a controlled chaos now, adds Bruce. Like back in the day, when we first started doing our shows, nobody knew what the fuck was going on with the Fago and the madness. Fast forward 30 years and it's still chaotic, but it's controlled chaos. The element of danger isn't really there. This year's show features a cool mix of new and notable mainstay acts, along with ICP. Acts like Mercules, Esham, Ouija Mac, Corey Feldman, Lardy B, and Darby O'Trill are slated to perform. You got people who are just dope like Darby O'Trill. He's on Chapter 17 Records with Ouija, says Usler. He's a dope-ass rapper, and we just want to help give him some shine. That's dope as fuck.
That's awesome.
Darby specifically got some love there. That's dope as fuck. Also, there is a lot of nostalgia for this show. You got guys like Esham, who's nostalgia and is also the shit, adds Bruce. After 30 years, there's bound to be some memorable moments that stick out more than others. Bruce remembers a 1995 show that featured rapper Mystical, and another show in which the duo made their entrance sporting freshly shaved heads. It was pretty shocking, Bruce says.
Tell me what you're working with.
That's that shirt of Mystical with the Riddle Box shirt is from that show. Usler also recalls a pair of back-to-back shows the pair had on Halloween at Toledo's Asylum in the late 90s that caused them to miss Hallowicked. The first show was oversold by 1,000 tickets, which created an auditorium of wall-to-wall fans perfect for Bruce's plunges into the crowd. But the fire marshal showed up at the second show to make sure the venue closed the doors once it reached capacity. Jay had went to the top of the speaker and did a moonsault. Only this time the crowd parted and he landed on his shoulder and his head, Usler says. I do remember hearing about this. He snapped his collarbone, so he got took out of there. I think they told this story in one of the Patreon shits. That was the night the saying, "The wicked clowns would never die," was born, because he was knocked the fuck out unconscious on the floor. I had seen him from the stage. I had jumped down there to see if he was all right, and I believe I yelled that from the floor on the mic. ICP has released 16 albums and have contributed to another 24 compilation albums and EPs on their Psychopathic Records imprint. They persevered being bashed by critics through the transition of physical sales to streams and the pandemic, which completely halted touring. Both Bruce and Usler credit the affection of the Juggalos as to what kept them going. People still look down on Juggalos so fucking hard, and that just breaks my heart, says Usler. In a 2011 report, the U.S. Department of Justice classified Juggalos as a loosely organized hybrid gang, a charge ICP vehemently denies. In 2014, the American Civil Liberties Union filed a lawsuit on behalf of ICP, arguing the DOJ designation was drawn from a few isolated criminal incidences, which is fact. But in 2017, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the sixth, you guys, circuit ruled that the designation couldn't be challenged in court. A lot of Juggalos are from bad areas, broken homes, and shitty lives and whatnot, Usler adds, but that don't make them any less a person than anyone else. The passion of the fans, it means so much, says Bruce. Juggalos are very, very passionate, and that has a lot to do with longevity. The more I'm reading this, the more I'm wondering if they did 2 separate interviews with this and just cut it together. Another layer to the group's longevity has been the recent surge of interest in hip-hop acts from yesteryear. The various celebratory events related to hip-hop's 50th anniversary has generated large amounts of attention into the contributions of legacy hip-hop artists. Both Bruce and Usler have Well, that's kind of shitty writing. Both Bruce and Usler have both settled into elder statesman's roles. But hope the interest will continue so hip-hop acts can tour into their 70s like their rock and roll counterparts Mick Jagger and Steven Tyler. You got these old school motherfuckers selling out stadiums, Usler says, and it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life because not that long ago, if you were from the 90s or the early 80s, you were considered washed up and old and thrown to the side and struggling. That's definitely a curve. A lot of rap acts definitely can't make that leap. There's a lot of golden age hip hop acts that just straight up didn't make that leap. This past August, the group found themselves a topic of pop culture when rap megastar Drake posted a selfie on his Instagram story wearing an ICP jersey, an ICP jersey with artwork from their second album, 1994's Ringmaster. Drake never commented on the jersey, reached out to ICP, or even tagged them in the story. It was simply a cool social media moment that the duo was delighted to be a part of. I thought that was cool. I know he's not young, but a younger generation artist showing love like that. I thought that was pretty cool, man, Usler says. He probably just thought the jersey was cool, took a picture, and everybody ran wild with it. That's what I low-key agree on, but Sam Roberts made a really good point about Drake specifically seeking out jerseys in the past on the interview that he did with Jay. ICP has no plans on slowing down. Usler has embraced more content creation via his Shaggy Show videos on YouTube and Twitch. Both promise the release of more music, and the Hallowicked Clown Show will be going as long as they're physically able to facilitate it. We got to finish our legacy. We got 6 more albums to do, and then we'll be done, Bruce says confidently. We're going to keep doing this as long as we can. We're going to get older and crustier, Usler adds through a laugh. We'll probably be on our 3rd clone, robotic spines hooked up to IVs, but we'll still be up there doing it. We'll be on the speaker rack in a wheelchair and walking sticks, still trying to jump off them hoes. And that's the end of that. That's the end of that one. Now the juicier one, though, is this boy right here. This Detroit News one. This shit was fucking the one where they dropped the stuff about the 6. And allegedly, where Juggalo Weekend might be, I guess, because like Acetone brought up, apparently Shaggy said that that shit is not going to be happening in Peoria, according to the Shaggy Show from earlier today. Insane Clown Posse talks Drake mainstream acceptance in 30 years of Hallowicked concerts. Let me get a sip of your big pink cup. I need to lubricate the pipes. Tuesday marks 30 years of the rap duo's annual Detroit Halloween tradition. Drake's got to have a clothing guy. That was the rationale. The only rationale that Violent J could come up with when, back in August, the Canadian superstar posted a picture of himself clad in an Insane Clown Posse hockey jersey on his Instagram stories for his 143 million followers across the world to see. There's no way he knows what that jersey is. He just thought it was a cool looking logo. He's not actually down with the clown. We gotta get an answer out of this motherfucking Drake for this at some point. We gotta get an answer. I gotta know. No word yet from Drake on the matter, but no matter the intent, it's one of several instances in recent months where ICP, once the scourge of the music industry, toppers of every worst group in music history list imaginable, and that's not cap, has been acknowledged as even embraced by the very mainstream that once rejected them. To wit, Post Malone hit the stage in an ICP jersey at his Pine Knob concert in July. The New York Times featured Violent J in an article about hip-hop's 50th anniversary, singling him out as one of the genre's 50 influential voices. And LL Cool J's summer tour, also celebrating hip-hop's golden anniversary, positioned Violent J's name on video screens. Alongside the likes of Busta Rhymes, Method Man, Notorious B.I.G., Eminem, and other hip-hop greats. The sudden, surprising, and as far as ICP is concerned, wholly welcome recognition comes as the notorious face-painted duo prepares to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Hallowicked, the group's annual Halloween concert, which has hit its hometown every year except one since 1994. The 1996 version was postponed after Violent J shattered his collarbone in a pro wrestling match, which isn't accurate. We just heard the story. He did it in a stage dive from a wrestling maneuver, which that's the first red flag where some of this reporting might be inaccurate. You know what I mean? Because that means that this reporter misheard that story. When Violent J said he did a wrestling move, they heard wrestling match. You know what I mean? LHRPG official with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. My oldest daughter just started listening to ICP recently, and it's so dope. I was around her age when I found the carnival, so it's like reliving it.
That's cool.
That's really fucking dope. That's like some fucking miracle shit. Seeing ICP through your kid's eyes for the first time. Seeing that magic. That's some miracle shit right there. Let's see. Where did I read all that?
I don't know. I can't see those. I can't read the words on the computer screen without my glasses.
Oh yeah. No, I did read all that. I've been loving it. I'm having a lot of fun, says Violent J, real name Joe Bruce, on the phone from his Oakland County home earlier this month. I'm very, very, very content with our place in pop culture. Me and Joey are not angry anymore. We don't have no complaints anymore. The love we always felt we never got, I feel like we get now. Joey is Shaggy Toot-Up, the other half of ICP, who shares his cohort's feelings over the changing perception of the group and its place in the culture. See, the more I'm reading this, the more I'm feeling like it is separate.
Yeah, because he just said he talked to Jay over the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sounding like they probably did 2 separate interviews for this
100%.
shit. So my video is inaccurate. That shit's inaccurate when I was so excited that they were together. Well, at least, Jay seems to be under the impression that they're recording next month, though, at least. So at least that's a good fucking sign. But that raises some fucking questions, though. Like, which, I don't know. Because the first article is definitely written in a way to make you think that they're on the phone they're on the phone at the same time. Because, like, the whole added thing implies that, they're having a back and forth. But that could just be editing and writing trickery. Let's see. It feels good to now be appreciated and respected for the work you've done your whole career, says Shaggy, a.k.a. Joseph Usler, who formed ICP more than 3 decades ago with his childhood pal. We didn't change our music or style to make Drake wear our jersey. When other people come to what you do without you changing it, that's good to go with in any circumstance. That's good to go in any circumstance. My God, I'm botching this. The Drake debate. Jay says he started to feel the tides changing around ICP several years ago when doors that had already been shut to the group, festival offers, etc., started to open up. Hating ICP is no longer the cool thing to do, he says, and the journalists, program directors, and promoters that urged to be in those gatekeeping that used to be in those gatekeeping positions have all moved on. It's a considerable weight off his shoulders, he says. It feels great to not be hated or disliked, says the 51-year-old, who talks in the gruff cadence of a pro wrestler because he is one in his spare time. It does feel good not to have that anxiety in you all the time that you're going to get shut down or rejected or dissed somehow or have to fight. You know what I mean? That's interesting as shit to me. He talks about talking about that anxiety of being rejected and dissed. Because, boy, they fucking had that everywhere they went. They really had that everywhere they went. But with Drake in particular, Jay has his doubts. It's just the way he's wired, and until he hears otherwise, he's going to assume it was strictly a fashion choice with which the Toronto chart topper was presented. He don't know what he was wearing. That's just a sweet-looking jersey, Jay says, of the apparel, featuring the logo from ICP's 1994 Ringmaster album, which Drake posted online August 3rd. I don't think Drake himself was like, I got to get me an ICP jersey. I don't even think Drake has heard a single verse of our music in his life, he says. I personally don't think he has any idea what he's wearing or that he was trying to make that statement. It just doesn't make any realm of sense to me when I try to think of it in terms of Drake likes our music or Drake respects us. You know what I mean? He pauses. But I do think it's incredibly awesome that it happened. Aside from the recent acceptance of, God damn it. Aside from the recent acceptance from the outside world, I just got finished talking to Billy Corgan a second ago, Jay says of Smashing Pumpkins frontman. And if I never fucking thought, God damn it, I keep fucking this up. And I never fucking thought I'd know Billy Corgan. I never thought in my wildest dreams we would be friends. Internally, it's business as usual these days for Joe and Joey and ICP Inc. The pair has spent the better part of the last year touring separately. Shaggy on his solo tour and Violent J with his three-headed monster side project, alongside Detroit acid rap legend Esham and Nevada-based ICP affiliate Ouija Mac. The pair has convened for their annual events, including February's Juggalo Weekend and July's, although they didn't really convene for Juggalo Weekend, July's Gathering of the Juggalos Festival. So that's another botch. They didn't really convene for Juggalo Weekend this year, unless the article is referring to the one coming. A new album is on the horizon. It's first since 2011's Yum Yum Bedlam. And it's first with producer Mikey Clark since 2000. Now that's fucking something I missed. They're actually confirming that shit is with Mike. That's something I missed. I completely missed that. They're first with producer Mikey Clark since 2012's The Mighty Death Pop. Clark is the chief architect of the group's classic sound. The instrumental cornerstone of the demented circus known in ICP lore as the Dark Carnival. Boy, I wish I would have fucking caught up on that. I wish I would have caught that before I made that video I made earlier today. The new album will be the 6th Joker's card in the second deck of the Dark Carnival saga, a description that makes absolutely no sense to anyone who isn't well-versed. And it's the fucking thing right before the one, too. God damn it, I wish I would have seen that. That makes absolutely no sense to anyone who isn't well-versed in the world of ICP. Basically, it's the latest chapter in the group's ongoing morality play that kicked off in earnest with 1992's Carnival of Carnage and has encompassed 13 of the group's 16 studio albums. There has also been a slew of compilations, EPs, solo albums, box sets, loose singles, reissues, and side projects. The group's recorded output well exceeds 600 songs, and that's a conservative estimate. Jay says, now this is the juicy part. Jay says he and Shaggy plan to record the new album in November and December. Now, is that accurate, though? Because of some of the weird inaccuracies in this article. And have it out bright and early in 2024. Hopefully by Juggalo Weekend, scheduled for mid-February in Peoria, Illinois. So is that fucking accurate either? I don't know. And after that, more albums. Jay has plans mapped out for a third deck of Joker's cards, made up of 5 releases, not 6, which would bring the total number of Joker's cards to 17. ICP's magic number. The Clowns were into numerology way before Taylor Swift had written her first song. They know about Tay Tay.
Everybody know about Tay Tay.
Does she have a 17 thing? Is there? She has a 17 thing?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's why we bring her up on here so much. And then there are no more live shows. Even though ICP has slowed its rigorous touring schedule in recent years, following Jay's 2021 announcement of his diagnosis with atrial fibrillation,
Yes.
or AFib. God, I botched that. An irregular heartbeat. Jay's also got bad knees, and both he and Shaggy 49 now wear hearing aids, a side effect of life lived pummeling their ears with loud music on stage night after night. Jay says his heart is better, and he's back to where he was before the AFib announcement. But his health is more of a priority these days. I could easily tour physically right now, he says, but since everyone is so concerned, and since it was a good time to announce we were finished touring, I'm glad we did. Which that shit's confusing as fuck, because he was basically just on tour. That shit's confusing as fuck to me. A Halloween treat. And then there's Hallowicked, ICP's first and longest running annual tradition, which is like Christmas for Juggalos, the name given to the group's fans. Tuesday's concert will be held in Detroit's Masonic Temple, a Hallowicked first, which comes after several years of Hallowickeds at Detroit's Russell Industrial Center In 2020, smack dab in the middle of COVID-19 pandemic, an acoustic Hallowicked was held for a select group of fans in the living room of Violent J's house, which that shit was dope as fuck. They did that shit on Patreon. You can find that shit if you look around the internet, Juggalodium. Jay says, even back in 1994, when the first Hallowicked concert was held in Detroit's Majestic Theater, he knew they were starting an annual tradition. We knew, even on the promotions, I believe we called it the first annual Hallowicked. He says, that was the key to being successful, was knowing. People always say, did you ever think you would get this far? Hell yeah, we knew. That's a very important thing. If you're going to go into a new endeavor, you can't go into it wishing, hoping, and praying. You got to know for a fact there is no plan B. Hallowicked came to the Royal Oak Music Theater in 1995, and after the hiccup in 96, bounced around various venues for years. The now shuttered Palladium Music Club in 97, Harpo's in 98, 3 nights at the Majestic in 99, and St. Andrews Hall in 2000. Followed by a run at the State Theater, Fillmore, Detroit, in the aughts and aught tens. In addition to geysers of Faygo sprayed on the crowd, the concert usually feature the release of a new Hallowicked themed single, Dead Pumpkins in 94, Murder Cloak in 2004, If I Are Your Brains. Come on, really? So there's another botch right there. If I Ate Your Brains in 2009, for example. And if different face paint, than ICP's traditional black and white colorway. The group also dresses in costumes, such as during the 2020 show, when they dressed as legendary pro wrestling tag team, the Road Warriors. Halloween has always been our most favorite time of year, says Jay. It's always been our time, our celebration. It's such a bizarre holiday. I love it. It's just about horror, which is so weird. And I love the time of year Halloween falls on. Everything's so beautiful, the golden leaves and everything. It's easily my favorite holiday, even if I had nothing to do with music. Aside from ICP's headlining set, Tuesday's Hallowicked lineup features Esham, Ouija Mac, and Mercules. 1980s child star turned pop performer Corey Feldman was initially announced to be part of the lineup, but was later dropped off the bill. For those who don't make the trek to the Masonic, the show will be broadcast via JuggaloTV.com for $17. And ICP, for their part, don't plan to stop the Hallowicked tradition anytime soon. Even if I'm on my third clone with a robotic spine and a glass case where you can see my brain, says Shaggy, we will still be doing Hallowicked. That's the same joke they make in the other article, right?
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think they did like a press thing?
Yes.
Where both of these motherfuckers were on the line at the same time?
Yes.
That gives Drake plenty of time to officially declare himself a Juggalo. Yeah, and some promo for the Hallowicked Clown Show. So there that is. I done did it. Done it. I've only botched it a few thousand times. All right, so I think we're done. That's about the end of the show. Just under 2 hours. I'm going to go eat some food now. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the like gimmick, hit the subscribe gimmick. We might stream on Saturday to watch NWA's Samhain pay-per-view with Violent J in the Riddle Box match. Thank you, everybody, for that tuned in. That sounds like Jay talking without Shaggy beside him, right? My first impression from reading that first article all the way, or mostly all the way, was it seemed like they were there together. But the more I read it, and definitely reading the second one, it seems like it was like everyone was on the same phone call, especially because the story at the end is so fucking similar. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you hit the like gimmick, hit the subscribe gimmick. We are really close to already hitting 4,700 subscribers. I think we're at 47. I think we were at 4772.
46 or 47? 4672.
Was it 4672?
It says 4.67.
Let me see what it's at officially right now. $46.90. Yeah, that's what it's at right now. Thank you guys. Yeah. We're probably hit 47 tomorrow then. 4,700. Thank you guys. all organic, all real subscribers, all real, mostly real fucking juggalos, a couple of tourists as well, but we welcome all of you into the Juggalodium. Hopefully it inspires you to come check out a live show one day. Anyway, I love you guys. Fuck the haters.
Bye.
Oh man, I hope Puff is okay, man. Do you think there's any chance Cobra would put Puff into a mead?
I'm not answering that.
You're not answering that question. Okay. On that note, I love y'all. Whoop whoop. We're gonna go eat some food, watch some Chucky, chill out. Oh, it did a fun glitch right there at the end. Love you guys. Have a good night. Whoop whoop. Bye. End broadcast.